Hello, this is Zoronden, and you're tuned in for part 5 of my Pandaren monk playthrough. Last time we left off, I was collecting reeds, and they were slightly glitched, so what I have gone ahead and done is collected those reeds while not recording, so that you didn't have to watch that boring part. So we're going to go ahead and turn those in to Jojo Ironbrow here. And he is going to set them up and chop through them very kung fu style. They clearly didn't break there. Not quite finished with that yet. I mean, it's still beta. So we will move on to turning our quests into Cloudsinger here. Alright, so next off, we're off to find the Old Man Liang. So, actually, I will show you this crane here, just so you can see a little fighting animation of the crane. One of the cooler new models that they've added in. Looks like a legitimate crane instead of some sort of strange ostrich bird that we see in the Barrens and places like that. So we'll head up this hill to the Old Man Liang. Take some looks over here onto this bamboo forest. See all the people down here massacring these water striders. We'll be there soon enough. Alright, there's the man we're looking for. Got a nice view from up here. And so he wants us to go find a sun pearl, as well as kill some water pincers, which are those guys we see everybody massacring down there. So we'll take the shortcut, since Pandaren are, they have a racial called bouncy, so you take half fall damage. So you can jump off some extra cliffs that you wouldn't normally jump off. And these guys, these are pretty cool. I believe there will be some mini pets for them once, you know, we get to the Pandaren continent, Pandaria. And of course, they're going to be usable in the non-combat pet battles. So this goes pretty quick, simply because of how many people are here killing them, and they just basically non-stop spawn. Probably won't be that way once it goes live. You know, after a few months, in the beginning, a few days, it will be like this, just simply because there'll be so many people here making their new pandas. And there we go, we got level 6. Don't think there's anything new at level 6 at the moment. These abilities are still all in flux. They've been moving around every patch, so rolling while fighting just doesn't really help you. It just kind of gets you out of the way, so you can no longer hit the guy you're trying to kill. Alright, I'm gonna go get this sun pearl here. And gotta go down here and open this big clam, and then this serpent should spawn. I think that's how it works. Maybe the serpent's already... Yeah, looks like that's the case. Alright, well, once you go through, you can fight the serpent on your own. Pretty simple. When there's that many people here, you just get in and out. And oftentimes you don't have to actually do anything, just because everybody else is clearing the road for you. So we'll, looks like the old man has moved down here, so we'll turn our quest into him. And what we're doing right now is we're gathering kind of the same things we gathered earlier for who? We're gathering them for a air elemental. Air or water, it's one of the two. Yeah, it's water, it says right there. Sometimes you just gotta read so you know what the heck you're doing. Next we need to... I think this is supposed to jump me. There we go. Just a cool little thing. Does it automatically. You just get on the first one, it takes care of it for you. Then you come down here, and you're supposed to play with the water spirit. So what you need to do is get on these water fonts before they actually go off. You do have to get it before it goes off, otherwise it doesn't count. See, we all stand here, and boom! Shoots us all up in the air, and just gotta do that a couple times, and you should eventually get that water sprite to come out and reveal himself. And then we'll have the second of the 4 elements that we're looking for. Okay, I was completely doing it wrong and getting ahead of myself. First you need to drop that pearl in the water, then you gotta ride the fonts. Again, sometimes it pays to read, but we figured it out. This can be a little frustrating simply because they're not up very long before they actually go off. And I mean, over half the time you actually get to one, it's already going off and you don't get credit. But just keep at it, keep rushing at them, and yeah, see, I just barely missed that one. And then the closest one by, see that they keep popping like that. It's a little frustrating. But, sure enough, keep to it, you'll get it done. The good thing is other people can't hinder your progress here. Everybody can share the springs, so that should do it. That's going to be number 5. And our little buddy should be over by Cloud Singer. Or somewhere nearby, I guess. There he is. Sorry I went through that quest a little quickly. You should be able to pause it though and still see it. Oh, yep, we're headed down to look for the earth and air elementals now. So we've got our little shoe buddy here, and we'll head down towards the next area. And what you'll notice right here is this yak cart rider. And you can jump on his cart, and it's kind of like a flight path, but it's land-based, and it'll automatically just take you right down to where you need to go next. So we'll sit back and enjoy the ride. And this yak here, not specifically this one, but we are going to have some yak mounts that are going to be available on Pandaren. Not quite sure how we acquire those just yet, but kind of like the mammoths from Lich King, they should be a pretty cool mount to ride around on that's big and burly. Should be sort of amusing having a Tauren cow riding around on a yak. But yeah, I mean, as you're riding on this mount, land mount, whatever you want to call it, just look around, you know, enjoy the scenery while you're taking it. You got nothing else to do. Check out the kites and carrot fields. We'll be in those soon enough. We're gonna meet one of the new bad guys in this area as well. You'll notice it's rather crowded right now. Some more people are in the beta, and everybody's trying it out. Alright, so we found our Earth Elemental buddy here, and we need to wake him up. But first, we need to defend the farms from the vermin. And the vermin are those rabbits that we've been hearing about. Let's see if we can find a few. There's one. So what we need to do is kill some vermin and find some of the vegetables that they are trying to steal. So we'll get this guy. And let's go try and find some of those vegetables that we need. Camera having some weird things going on, interacting with the pumpkins there. But that's something that occasionally happens in WoW. It's probably not necessarily a beta issue. There's a turnip. We got another turnip. Oh, we got two of them. Couple graphical Rubik's Cube stand-ins sitting there. Seems like this vermin might have been massacring a few Pandaren and leaving their cube corpses lying around. If we do head over here, what you can look for is piles of dirt like this here and this one here. There's actually little caves that the vermin have dug out, and there is a little fun surprise down there. I'm gonna get over there and we're gonna check that out as well. As you are doing this, keep in mind that there's tons of carrots, but you're actually looking for specific ones that are upturned or stolen or something like that. So now that we're in this cool little cave, there's plenty of carrots and vermin who actually drop carrots down here. So we'll grab some of those. But what I was talking about, I wanted to show you, there's a giant carrot over here, and the vermin appear to be worshipping it, almost as if it's some sort of food god. I don't know if that'll be anything to do with their story in Pandarian or not, but it's definitely somewhat amusing that they've got a carrot god that they're worshipping. And just get your carrots and head on out of here, because only carrots will spawn down here, and you're going to need pumpkins and turnips as well. So don't waste all your time down here. You won't get everything you need for the quest. Head up out of here, and if you head over here, this is where you're going to get the pumpkins. It can be a little deceiving on where the pumpkins are actually. The quest tracker on the map doesn't actually differentiate between the three vegetables. It just gives you a giant circle. And if you go into any of the pumpkin fields, none of the pumpkins are ripe, and you can't actually pick them up or steal them or anything. So these will be the pumpkins you need to grab. And there should be plenty. I'm not really having a problem picking up any with people around. So once you have all your vegetables, you just need to finish off your 10 vermin and turn that in. And they do have a belch attack, kind of disgusting, big green gawk. Kind of reminds me of the farts that they do in Sims 3. Get that cloud of green stench going. Alright, well, I am going to kill my last vermin here, and that's going to be it for part 5. Next episode, we will turn in these quests and continue our quest to wake up the Earth Elemental. So, once again, I'm Zoronden. I ask you to subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.